Hello everyone and welcome back to another video, and today we got a topic, alright? There's been quite some things going on YouTube at the moment, and I haven't made a YouTube video talking about YouTube for quite some time. It's been a while, but this has been coming out recently where YouTube is fucking broken, and there's a big damn issue that's been going on the whole website that literally is affecting every single creator on the website. So let's get into this. So if you guys haven't known, or you probably do know because a lot of people were talking about it, I think it was like last week, 2 weeks ago, something like that, that YouTube went down on October 16th for about 2 to 3 hours or so. It was a worldwide issue, but people were saying that it wasn't worldwide, that, it was up for some people, but literally it was probably not up for like 97% of the people. So it was pretty much worldwide at the point. This really never happens with YouTube at all, and it's extremely random that it just went down. I was told by some friends and like people on Twitter that YouTube is down and nothing's loading, and I wanted to check it out for myself during the time, and I was like, nobody was lying. It's actually fucking down. Then after a few weeks, one of the biggest creators on the website, Markiplier, made a statement which, I agree with.
I have a sneaking suspicion that I know exactly why, and it all comes down to one culprit: Google+. And I'm not just using Google+ as a scapegoat, and it's easy to do that because it's a terrible thing that was forced on all of YouTube for no particular reason other than Google wanted to. To give you a little history on Google+ and why it's so deeply ingrained in YouTube, you have to go back to 2014 when Google decided that it was going to be mandatory for creators on YouTube to get a Google+ account. You had to tie your YouTube channel in to Google+ no matter what.
Now, with this whole thing, this is actually very, very annoying. When that whole news came out that you need to actually have a Google+ account, and like most of the creators were just like, dude, this is stupid. Like, I don't want to start using Google+, and like Google wanted to make us use Google+ to make the community on Google+ a bigger competitor to Facebook. And like, it completely just wasn't. Nobody wanted to use it. It was just forced upon us. Most of the YouTubers were like, no, we're not going to do this because we don't like Google+. It's pretty garbage in my opinion. So Mark also talks about, how big Google+ is integrated into YouTube, and it's affecting pretty much the whole site when it went down.
Because before the crash on YouTube, on October 8th, I believe, it was announced that Google+ was shutting down completely because of some embarrassing privacy leaks. Google didn't want to be exposed to regulations, so they shut it down completely to try to avoid any fanfare about it. And in doing so, they have fundamentally crippled YouTube.
Now, there's been a lot of YouTubers talking about there's a huge lack of views, subscribers, and their channel's just really getting hurt. And this really sucks for small creators like me and many others who really don't get much views and subscribers each and every day. Because literally, Mark talked about where people are getting at least about 30 to 40% drop in views and subs. Like, seriously, that's pretty scary to hear if that's an accurate number of the drop of views and subs that you would like normally get. Now, I know what people are gonna say, that, oh yeah, their videos don't go out to sub boxes, they don't show up in recommended, and that's where most of your viewers come from, and they see that video and they're like, oh wow, he made a video, let's just click on it, one of my favorite creators. If no videos pop up in recommended or in sub boxes, then that's a huge problem. Then goodbye to most of your views. Then by going through the video, I also found a point where Mark actually brings up a huge point that personally I have experienced with some of the pages not even loading or not even working properly. Like, I think I went on to my live streaming just to go check it out because I think, I've thought about live streaming. I've thought about it, streaming on YouTube. It's kind of broken a little bit, but every time, well, most of the time, I would go on the section of live streaming, and the page would load and load and load. And then sometimes I'm like, okay, man, this isn't right. And then I try it again, and then the whole page crashes. And then I refresh it, and then it works. Like, I don't understand YouTube. Like, this stuff should be fixed. But Mark does bring up a good point, which I believe is most likely true.
Just to show you how deep this actually goes, if I go into my channel here, if this is basically my channel, the back end of my creator studio where I manage all my videos, there are certain pages in here that just don't actually work. If I click on these pages in here, some of them take up to a minute to load, some don't load at all. They just break. And I've told them about this and they still haven't gotten back to me. And I think the reason is because they don't know how to fix it.
Now, with the statement that he said about, you know, their issues that they can't fix or they don't know how to fix, there's still some issues with YouTube that like have been, you know, talked about many times, and it still hasn't been fixed. And it's kind of upsetting to see that. But I feel like Google Plus was the main cause of these issues with YouTube. Like, it's clear sense, because like since they put so much dedication and time into Google Plus, most of the things that were working before are most likely not going to work now. Like what Mark has talked about, where the live streaming or anything else where it would load and load and load and it just would not work, and it'll crash. And he even talked to them. And I feel like that communication with YouTube and us creators is still a big problem. And YouTube at this point still hasn't made a statement on what happened to YouTube and explain this is what went wrong. This is why the website went down. They can't just keep these outbreaks to themselves, where there are millions and probably billions of people that go to the site. They don't say a word of what happened. It's just like, oh, we'll just put it under the rug, man. We're not going to tell anybody what actually happened. Now, with communication, it's kind of sad that one of the biggest creators on the site is still being kept in the dark about pretty much everything. Even Mark talked about saying that he hasn't even gotten a fucking word from YouTube at all about literally anything he's told to them.
And even for someone like me, who gets preferential treatment on these things, I'm still kept in the dark about it. I have to tell them about the problems with their own platform that they refuse to respond to me about. And if they treat me this way, what do they do to people that have less subscribers than me? It's not okay. It's really, honestly, truly not okay.
I've been making content for quite some time on YouTube. I started my channel in 2010. I believe it was in March 2010. And I never thought YouTube would actually become a place like this. I would never really think that a big website like this, where they have millions and millions of dollars backing them up, the website just goes down, and once it's back up, we don't get a single word from the company who hosts their website. The YouTube Twitter has never said a thing about what happened that day. Now, there's another problem with YouTube that happened a few days ago, which did happen. I believe it's fixed, but YouTubers were tweeting out that their videos that they put up, or any of their videos, it was saying a message, and it was pretty much saying that this video requires payment to watch. Now, I don't know how broken YouTube could get in like a week or so, but I've never seen this error or message pop up on a random video in big YouTubers. Like, I don't understand. Like, how would this ever happen? And I would say most of these creators don't even have access to this kind of feature where, oh, well, we'll put a payment wall on your video. You guys have to pay to watch. Like, I feel like it could be the members, where you got to click join on a member. You know, that little like button next to like those big creators and stuff like that. I don't have it. You know, that join button. I'm pretty sure that's it, but I'm not completely sure. It's still a big problem, but YouTube said it was a glitch. So that's all resolved, so we don't have to deal with that anymore. But it's still kind of stupid how that popped up. In conclusion, everybody, YouTube really needs to fix what's going on in the past month. There is a lot of things happening, And I feel like a lot of creators are going to fall with these 30 to 40% drops and less for like views and subs. I don't want that to happen because these creators, big or small, have really been talking about this whole thing with YouTube, talking about I've been losing subs. I don't know if it's me that is losing all these audience that I've like collected throughout my years on YouTube. Like some of these people don't even know if it's them or the website. And that's the problem, because the thing is that you could be doing something completely fine and your viewers are like, oh yeah, I support you, man, but your views are so bad from compared to like last week's video or like some video like a few months ago. And you're like, what have I done wrong? I've been doing the same content for quite some time. Why am I getting less views? And that's the problem. YouTube doesn't explain anything what's going on their website. And I feel that this whole thing is a technical problem where like YouTube really needs to put their hands on this website and pretty much fix it from the ground up. Something is going on behind them and they don't even know what's going on, which is the biggest problem. If they don't know, I don't know how they're actually going to fix it. That's it. I'm done rambling about YouTube. Let's see if this thing gets on trending, because I was watching Chris Ray Gun's stream when he was streaming that one time. It was like last week or so, but his video talking about YouTube got on trending within like 10 minutes. I don't understand. I really don't get it. The trending page is pretty garbage still. I don't understand how that's ever going to get fixed. So if you guys like this video or have anything else to say, hit that like button and comment down below what you guys think about this whole YouTube situation. And if you guys like my content, subscribe to the channel. I'll be posting more. And I have social media links. I have Twitter, Instagram, subreddit, and a Discord server. You guys can all click on the video. It's all in the description below, so you guys can go check it out. Now I also have a Patreon. So if YouTube goes downhill and nobody's making money anymore, I'll have a Patreon. Don't worry, it's down there, right? Just so you know, right? That's it, and I hope all of you guys have a fantastic day. Goodbye.